This video is brought to you by watchreviewblog.com and WatchPod, specialty watch accessories for enthusiasts. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for video updates. Hey guys, welcome back to another WRB video review. It's been a roller coaster of a Q4 for us as we restocked our WatchPod inventory and experienced a strong Google fluctuation on the WRB website in November and early December. But I will say, it's always nice to sit back down in the studio and take in the essence of a brand new watch release, especially something as unique as this slick dress watch from Oris. This is the new Artelier S. The name rhymes with my last name, which is French. So I'm not sure if the pronunciation of this one is going to be the American Artelier or the French Artelier. Either way, it doesn't really matter, but the name does seem to suit the watch in my opinion. As usual, when receiving a new dress watch from a brand that is usually geared towards sports watches, or at least is more known for their sports watch offerings, it's hard to guess what this watch is going to entail. Is it going to feel light and chintzy in hand, or are we going to be surprised a little? I will say that this time, I'm pleasantly surprised. When first handling it, I immediately noticed how graceful and elegant the curvature is on the case and lugs. The shape and proportions are spectacular. It's a joy just to rest the watch in your hand and admire what Oris watchmakers have accomplished here at such a great price point. It does give off that white gold vibe, although the watch is of course stainless steel. It emits a special aura of quality, and it has an excellent overall finish. The case is 38mm in size. Moving on to the dial, we have the green one here, which is right in between deep forest green and British racing green. It's a sunburst dial, so the color hue and depth will shift drastically depending on light source. Under the studio lights, in reality, it's quite vivid, but if I take it and walk into another room with regular lighting, the dial becomes quite dark. The dial is barren, but in a good way. Of course, lending it its dressy appeal, but because the watch is such a nice overall package, the dial is not boring whatsoever. The color, along with the really interesting choice in hands and outer hashes, comes together really well. Another thing to note is that the dial does not feel big and empty either, which is normally a sign of a poorly designed dress watch. This Artelier S, on the other hand, is somehow exciting. I usually almost never comment on the straps that the watches arrive on, mostly because they can easily be swapped out to something different if you don't like it. But on this occasion, I'm overwhelmed with the duty to report that this chocolate brown leather strap is phenomenal. I've handled thousands of leather watch straps, but there's something about this one. It feels amazing and looks incredible. It's very soft and subtle, but it's also thick and feels like it would last a long time. The graining feels like it would wear in well and perhaps build an attractive patina. I really love the choice of the deep chocolate brown color chosen here. Hats off to Oris. Just a quick word on the movement. This watch is rocking the Oris Caliber 733 automatic, which might come as a surprise to you since most dress watches are usually available with hand wind only movements. It's not elaborately decorated or anything, which is to be expected at this price point, but the automatic movement allows this watch to be just a little more than a dress watch, lending it the possible everyday wear. It only has a 38-hour power reserve, but that's okay. This is a really neat new contender in the dress watch lineup that deserves your consideration. So get out there guys and try it on if you can. For a full review with more details, visit the watchreviewblog.com. Cheers!